Thanks for watching our presentation. My name's Joel and I'm a project manager within the Department of Trades and Engineering Technology here at Swinburne. So our students are predominantly apprentices, which means that they're out working on the job and they come to us for their training. And we fill in the gaps and make sure that what they're learning out there in the big wide world is consistent with what industry is actually asking for the training package. So I'd like to just spend a couple of minutes talking to you about this semester's Adobe Innovation Grant project, which we're calling Kitchen Table Campus. So the idea of Kitchen Table Campus is using technology to offer students the opportunity to access equipment that they wouldn't normally be able to access. So at first it would seem that students that are out working in industry would be using industry standard equipment, but unfortunately that's not always the case. So if you think about somebody that's running a fabrication business or a welding business or something like that, they probably specialise in a particular area. So they might be using a particular group of equipment and the student gets to use that all of the time as an apprentice. But they really need exposure to everything. So the idea of this project is to give students access to the really big equipment that they wouldn't normally get access to and using augmented reality to do it. So when we're talking about big equipment, I'm talking about really big. So the idea of this project is we are going to create some mini models of some of this equipment and give students a chance to interact. So the inspiration of this, behind this actually was the doll's house in my house with my kids. So my two boys have a little doll's house that they play with, and I was looking at it and thought, hey, this is cool because they're replicating real life and they're interacting and they're interacting with the house, but the house is 100 times smaller than normal. So this is what we're going to do, and this is the inspiration. So to make this work, this is based on some lessons learned from other projects. We're not thinking big, we're actually thinking quite narrow. I'm only going to select pieces of equipment that have the ability to access the models out there and animate. We have to have a subject matter expert. So this will only work if we've got teachers that are in the particular departments that can advise on the project and give it some time, and we've got that. And we're also, another component of the project is to be absolutely flexible. So already since starting the project discussions, we've already moved probably the output from something like a big piece of equipment to potentially a house. So a house that actually gives students the ability to interact with some of the electrical fit outs that they need to do. So this is something that needs to be done absolutely correctly because they're dealing with electricity, and if they get it wrong, they can hurt themselves. So the idea at this point might be that we do something around a house that students interact with, but they can do it in a really small scale in their kitchen. So that's the project, and I'm keen to keep you updated as we go, and thanks for listening.